when I was looking through what people have been asking questions about, what people have been messaging me about, I found that 90% of network marketers don't understand this about their business. So I wanted to teach this concept to you today about what you're not getting about building your business. And maybe it's that you are trying to get recruits, or you're not getting the customers, or you're not getting the sales you want. My guess is it's because of this one thing. And what this one thing is you caring about your numbers and yourself instead of caring about bringing value to others. I had someone ask me, what is the best Facebook post that I can put together so that way I can get a recruit? And I thought, okay, that's a great question. And you may be thinking, oh, I wonder what that is too. But here's the thing, you're coming at it at a totally different perspective than you need to be. Because it's not about what is it that I can do to get a recruit? What is it that I can do to get a customer? That's not what this is all about. When we're building a business, especially when we really are passionate about the products or the opportunity, and we really believe that this can help other people, my guess is that's the reason why you joined your company in the first place, is because maybe you tried the products and it was awesome and amazing and you loved it. And so you decided that you wanted to share that opportunity with others. And we need to get back to that place of where we want to serve other people, because it's not about us. It's not about how many recruits we have. It's not about how many customers we have. It's about how many people we are helping and how much value we are bringing. And so instead of thinking, what is the perfect Facebook post so I could get customers? Instead, the question you should be asking is, what can I post today that's going to bring value to my community? So let's say you have a Facebook group and you've been building this Facebook group up. Maybe it's a VIP group that you have, or maybe it's just a Facebook group that you put together of people who are interested in maybe your products or your opportunity. Instead of thinking, what can I post in that group today so that way they'll reach out to me, think, what can I post today that I can bring value to them? How can I show up in my Facebook group or on my Facebook page or in my business? What can I do today to bring value to those that I am engaging with or reaching out to? And this doesn't even have to be on social media. This could be at a party. Let's say you have a party booked tonight, and you, instead of thinking, oh, how many customers can I get? Like, I want to have $1,000 party, and you're always focusing on the numbers. Instead, if you go into that party of, I want to bring value to every single person who comes to this party today, and that's your focus, you're going to do so much better. Because here's the secret. When your heart is in a place that all you want to do is bring value to others, then the recruits come, the customers come, because they're attracted to you, because they see that your heart is really where it's supposed to be, because you're not out to sell them. You're not out to be that spammy weirdo network marketer that just wants people to join, and that people are going to be like, oh, you go to a party and people are like, oh, I don't want to go and see that person because I know they're going to talk to me about their business and all of that. Like, you probably have friends that are like that or have experienced that. I know I have. There's some people that I'm like, oh, I don't even want to talk to that person because all they're going to do is talk about their network marketing business and how I should join it. And I just don't want to listen to that. But instead, if you show up as, how can I bring value to others? And you show up saying, I'm here to help you. And helping them could be through your products or your service or through your opportunity. All of those things could be ways that you can help them and bring value, but you need to bring them value in other ways too. Let's say that you are in doTERRA. There's lots of ways that you can bring value, because the products are ways to help people get healthy, right? They're to help them with certain ailments that they have. So you can give them other suggestions besides just oils that it can help them. Maybe it's, okay, I'll do Usborne. So maybe with the oils, maybe there's other like home remedies that you could teach them how to do to help them. Maybe it's to make, I think it's called like a poultice or something. That's like a really old, like olden days kind of thing that you could teach them how to make, you know, just search on Pinterest. There's tons of great ideas on Pinterest. So let's talk about Usborne books. How are you going to bring value? I love Usborne books. My kids love them. We read them all the time. The thing that I love about Usborne books is, especially like you think about who your target audience is. And I bought a ton of books when my kids were little because I loved all those touchy-feely books. And so you talk about the benefits of why not only is it important to read with your children, but set up a schedule for them to help them so that way you can read with them. One of the things that I am doing today was my kids' first day of school. And so I talked to them this morning and I said, okay, we are going to have a family reading time because all my kids have to read for 20 minutes. And did you know, okay, I'm totally going to get these numbers wrong, but the concept is going to be right. So like, I think it was like the average elementary school child reads like 4 or 5 books a year or something like that, where the average adult reads maybe 1 a year. So our children are reading so much more than adults are. And so one of the things that we're implementing into our family is that we are having every night, we're having 20 minutes family reading time where we all are going to sit down and read together. I did not grow up in a household that was like big on reading, and I actually was behind in reading, and I wasn't the greatest reader, and I hated to read. The first book I ever read all the way through, I was in 4th grade, and now like I used to teach 1st grade, and seeing that there were kids that in 1st grade that were reading chapter books, like that was not me, but it's because it just wasn't part of the culture. And you can talk about things like that, talk about your experiences and little things that you're doing to get kids to read. So it doesn't have to be about Usborne books, but even if they have little kids, you can talk about how important it is to spend that time and how they can get that tactile whatever, you know, by feeling all of the books and things like that. And the other thing with older kids with Usborne books, they have great series, and it's really hard to find a good series for kids. So you can recommend, like maybe you do a Facebook Live once a week and you take a certain age group. Like you're going to say, okay, from 3rd to 6th grade, these are going to be awesome books. And you can talk about books that Usborne sells and ones that they don't. So like if I was a mom and I'm trying to start this whole like reading club for my kids, I would come to you and be like, okay, what are some things that I can do? So that's with what I would do with Usborne. With Seiko Designs, I love Seiko Designs and the things that you guys are doing there. And so you can talk about how important it is to help other women, and not only in like your community, but how you can really reach out to people who are in other countries. And one of the things that I think about is I always wanted to have like some like an organization or something that I could give back to. And I remember it was a long time ago, I went to a convention, and at convention, one of the speakers said, it doesn't matter how much money you're making, but you need to find something to give back to. So find some sort of organization to give back to. And with Seiko Designs, like you're doing that already. And I thought, well, I would love to go to Africa and build schools or do things that could go and help other women to really create these amazing businesses. And really, it's changing the lives for their families. And you can do that through supporting people in buying the jewelry and things from Seiko Designs. So I love that. You can talk about think how else can you bring value? Well, a lot of it is with Seiko Designs is jewelry and stuff. So this goes to anyone that is in like the jewelry industry. You can talk about things to wear on date nights, and you can show different pieces of how this is going to help them and benefit them. I was someone who I really am not that great when it comes to jewelry or makeup. Like that's kind of the same thing. That's why people in like Unique are doing so well at doing all these Facebook Lives on look at all these different looks that you can do because they're bringing value. And that's why they're successful, is because they're bringing value to other people. They're saying, oh, you have a date with your husband? Let me show you how to put your makeup on. And if you're doing jewelry and things like that, you can say, oh, you have family pictures. I mean, how many of you, most of the people that are on here are women. Like, how many of you hate family pictures? I hate family pictures because I don't know what to wear. I don't know how to coordinate my family. Like, I don't want everyone to be like super matchy, like everyone in white shirts and jeans. Like, that was kind of like the big thing in the 90s, like, I don't know how to do all of that. But if you had someone that in a Facebook group, like their thing was to be able to sit down with you or show you, look, here's different outfits you can use, or here's how to match your jewelry with what you're wearing. Like, that's an amazing thing. That's something that you can bring value. So you're helping them in these little problems that they have in their life. And when you do that, they're going to like you. They're going to want to follow you. And then when you start talking about, oh, I love these earrings. These earrings are amazing and they go with this and this and this. And I love that you can dress them up, dress them down. They're going to want those earrings and they're going to want to buy them. So that's how you can talk about your products, where you're doing value, you're giving them value, but then you also are going to get sales on the back end, because that's not, your whole thing is not, how can I get someone to buy these earrings? Your whole purpose is, what can I do to help other people? How can I bring value? And how can I just make people's lives just a little bit better? I mean, I know the first time that someone taught me about concealer, it was amazing. And that changed my life just because I figured out what concealer was and how to use it. And so those are the little things that you can help people to do. And it's just by bringing value. And that's why I love Facebook groups, because you can go live and it's really, you have your own platform where people are going to come on, they're going to listen to you, and you become that expert in your Facebook group. So if you don't have a Facebook group yet, I would encourage you to build a Facebook group, start getting your customers, anyone that you meet. If you do fairs and shows, you can ask people if they're interested in joining your Facebook group, so that way they can get more things. It's not just your own infomercial. It's not just your place where you can talk about all your sales and specials, because that's not what it's about. It's about bringing value, because you want to always be bringing value no matter what you're doing, at shows, at home parties, whatever it is, you need to be bringing value. But when you give something, people want to give back to you. And it's interesting, they did a study. There was some people who were handing out roses at an airport. And they, as people were walking past, they were just handing out roses. And there were a lot of people that wouldn't take them. But then when people were selling the roses, they actually were giving away more roses when they sold them. It was for like 50 cents or something, like it was really cheap. But the reason for that is because there was that exchange, right? Because if they just took a rose and they didn't give anything back, then it was unbalanced. And so like it just made them feel weird, And I don't know if you have ever experienced anything like that. Like when someone gives you something, like let's say someone makes you dinner or invites you over to their house for dinner, then you feel like you need to invite them over for dinner, or vice versa. And it's because of that law of reciprocity. And so if you're constantly giving them value, they're going to feel like they need to give you something back. And they're going to do that by either, maybe it's just a message that they just write you a Facebook message and say, thank you so much for doing that Facebook Live today. I really needed that, and that really helped me. Like, even if you don't get a sale, that's going to make you feel good, because you're out there, you're helping people, you're changing people's lives. And then there's going to be other people that are like, okay, I got to buy this. I want to join your team. I want to do whatever, because you're building up that law of reciprocity. So if you're thinking all I need to do is bring value, and that's what you're doing to your community, it's all going to start coming back to you. So that's the one thing that 90% of network marketers don't get, because they're all out for them. I mean, look at your newsfeed. It's, my company has this for 10% off. Oh, join my team. We only, you can join today for $10. Like, what is that? That's all about them. It has nothing to do with bringing value to others. So maybe look back through your last 10 Facebook posts that you did and look at it and say, am I bringing value to others? And if you're not, this is your wake-up call. so you can change that up and you can be the kind of person that you want to be and show up in your business to bring value to others, because I guarantee when you show up bringing value and helping others, it's going to come back to you.